Alright, hey everybody. We're going to do a quick unboxing video of my Alpha Exceptional Foil set. I sent off almost every one of the cards to be graded, and I've got 3 boxes of cards to look through here now. So we're going to move kind of quick, put it on 2x speed, or feel free to hang out, just whatever's up to you. But let's dive in. So I'm just going to go in order for each of these. We've got a Cursed Albatross at a 9. The Pikesman at a pristine 10. That's always awesome. We'll make a few piles here. They might kind of fall off the screen a little bit. But anyways, I've had these delivered for about a week now, but I've been out of the country and just now getting back to going through them. But super excited to have all these back. For the most part, I've seen the grades online already. I'm pretty pleased with them. There's, a lot of 9s and 10s, and then a good number of pristine 10s, and a few that kind of fell below the 9. But anyways, I'll post some stats maybe, and we'll do kind of distribution of how many got each grade. But I mean, there's a lot of cards here, so I really can't be too chatty for any of them. But overall, this has been a huge undertaking to get this set fully graded, and it's just been a lot of fun, because with the release cycle of Sorcery being a little bit, slower pace, there's not as much going on. I mean, I say that, but there has been a lot of news in the Sorcery world over the past week or two, all the way from rules changes to Dragon Lord and its availability or lack thereof. We've been getting Gothic spoilers, really just a ton going on. A lot of the gameplay is really starting to come to life with the Cornerstone events. So for me personally, I'm still trying to figure out what some of my rest of year schedule is going to look like. I went to Sorcery Con Vegas and absolutely loved it. One of the most fun events I've been to in years, and I would love to go to the Vegas event that they announced for mid-November. Seems like a really cool event. I don't remember all the places. I think there was Houston and maybe Baltimore, Vegas, and I'm missing some. But there's some really cool events, and those are just the US ones. Of course, like I said, I just got back from the Netherlands yesterday, and it was an absolute amazing trip. Really loved seeing Utrecht and Amsterdam, and got to hang out with Jurgen from Nerd and Proud of It and get some games in. But really just loved the trip, but always, there's no place like home, so glad to be back. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. So we look at some cards. Got a 9.5 here. That's the first one of those I think I've seen. When I'm talking, I kind of lose track of some of the grades. Hopefully I'm putting things in the right piles so far. But one of the cards that I showed just a moment ago was the Dapple Vampire. She obviously got a huge buff with a new rule change. The fact that she can now strike a site and have life gain is really big. I'm sure everybody's getting into their existing decks and figuring out how to make some changes. I know I'm going to. I have not yet, because like I said, I just got back yesterday. But I'm going to be making quite a few changes. From what has been announced, Free City is going to be coming out of a lot of decks. Dapple Vampire is going to be going in. I actually really like Blood Ravens too. Same concept, but I like to play a little bit more aggressively most of the time, and I like to also play the curve and make sure to not have any mana that goes wasted. So I might try out some Blood Raven with Overpower, and of course Gigantism would be awesome. That Grim Axe has been a big focus, being able to do double strike damage. We've had some really beautiful cards here. I have not been talking about them too much, but several pristine 10s lately. I love Geyser. It's one of the most playable cards. Here's another pristine 10, Giant Shark. Very cool. Wow. I think it's like 4 in a row. These gnomes, I don't know if they'll ever see much play, but I love the artwork. Vasily, or however you say his name, is one of my favorite. Boss Troll. I was the original founder of the Bosk Troll Curio in Alpha, so that has definitely some sentimental value for me. But yeah, these cards are just absolutely beautiful. Headless Haunt, yeah, that's awesome. My son and I really love this artist. I'll probably say the name wrong, but Yussie or Jussie, I'm not sure. But I really love the dark lines and just some of the style that he has. House Arn, I always try to find ways to make this card work. It's a good card. I have it in several decks, but I think it just doesn't quite do what you want it to most of the time. But, I mean, these are just such beautiful cards. The foiling, there's just nothing like Alpha. I mean, Beta's great. I actually opened so much Alpha and first wave Beta that I really didn't do a lot of the third wave, or second wave for that matter. But everybody says that's the best one so far. I believe them. Things tend to get better over time in terms of production quality and learning from mistakes. So, but there's definitely a special place in my heart for Alpha. Okay, so this is the end of box 1. I have 3 boxes, so I'm going to set this one aside for a moment. And here I'll bring in the other. Off frame, but now I've got it accessible, and we'll just keep on cruising. So, but like I said, I mean, there's a ton of cards here. I should have looked up the exact count beforehand, but I want to say it was like 120 exceptionals. It's a lot. There's Monster Hunter. The Werewolf in Alpha. As a reminder, that's one that had the wrong artist attribution. So that's one that people kind of chase maybe just a little bit more. Overall, just very pleased. I think, you know, a lot of these were my original cards to open, of course, with completing the full set. It'd be very, very, very difficult to do all of that with just cards that you open. So I, of course, bought many of these as well. But I am the original grader. So these will be part of my personal collection. I'll really only look to sell them if by chance I want to upgrade. I'm probably not going to try to get 10s on everything. But anything that was less than a 9, I probably will seek those out and try to get them regraded up to at least you know, a mint 9. I would love everything to be a gem mint 10 or pristine, but I don't know. I probably won't go down that path. I'll just stay on 9s are better. Sounds like a plan to me. Pudge Butcher. Yeah, that was also a major upgrade with the new rules. Quarrelsome Kobolds is a pristine 10 is awesome. Just a super fun card. Great for, you know, various play styles and decks. Hopefully I don't have to cut the camera, but battery is saying low already. That's a little disappointing, but we'll see if we can make it through. Root Spider is a pristine 10, is very cool. Scavenging Fiend. Sea Raider. Shield Maidens is always one of my favorite to play with. I like a defensive fortress style deck sometimes. You can actually do some pretty good castle decks. Trying to pick up the pace a little bit in the video. You can't see it yet, but it is flashing and telling me that the battery is about to die. I borrow all of my son's equipment, and it seems like the battery's never quite fully charged, but I'm very thankful that he lets me borrow it, so I'll try not to complain too much. There's an 8. That's one of the, I think it's the worst grade I've seen so far. 2 in a row. I guess the grader got a little grumpy. The trinket. Some discussion on that right now about whether or not it's overpowered, but I don't think it is. It's a great card. Leave it as it is. Play the cards, enjoy the game. At exceptional level, I don't see why to complain about it. These stacks are getting up there. You know, one thing about this is I have no idea how I'm going to present this set once I do get it all graded. It's not going to be easy because there are a lot of cards. And hey, kind of cool though with Gothic, they said that's going to be bigger than Alpha Beta. So I'm incredibly excited about that. Get some new cards in the card pool. Alright, let's get to the third box here. Down to the home stretch. We're about to see our Atlas cards. See if we can make it before the battery dies. I think there's maybe one more before the Atlas. Oh no, that's it. Okay, so now we're to the Atlas. Awesome. So, great start. Aqueduct is a pristine 10. I will take that. Bedrock as a pristine. Cornerstone. Floodplains, also one of the best water sites in the game. Free City, so sorry you got a downgrade. Gnome Hollows. those. One of my personal favorites, Holy Ground. Love that that got a pristine 10. Oh, I sent 2 of them. Like I said, that was one of my favorites. So I'll probably sell the Gem Mint 10. So that might come on the market. There's another dual land, dual site.